Hi everyone, welcome. It's me again, Dawn, and for today's video, guys, I'll be answering the most frequently asked questions for aspiring ground attendants at Qatar Airways. So if you want to know them, please keep on watching. Let's start, but before that, disclaimer lang, everything that I'm gonna be sharing with you are all based on my experience, and I'm no longer connected with the airline. I already resigned last year. Everything that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys might change few years from now, so you need to do some research as well to double check everything. All right, let's start. For the first question is, what is the role of a ground attendant at Qatar Airways? There are different kinds of ground attendants when you are working in Hamad International Airport. It all depends on which department you are assigned, whether you are in CAS, you are in Almaha, whether you are as an F&B attendant like me, or FOH or front of the house. It all depends. There are lots of departments for ground attendants in Qatar Airways, but we have that one role, we have that one job, we have that one goal, and that is to assist the airport operation, including check-in, baggage handling, boarding procedures, customer service, and ensuring a smooth experience of every passengers at the airport. Second question is, what qualifications are needed to become a ground attendant? So these are the basic things that you must have in order for you to at least become qualified if you are planning to apply. For the educational requirement, you must at least have high school diplomas. You don't need to have bachelor's degree in order for you to be able to work in that airport. I was able to work as well with some of my colleagues before who were not able to finish their studies. So I can say that it does not require you to have bachelor's degree. The next is language skills. You must know how to speak and write in English. That is really mandatory. If ever you know another language aside from English, that would be an edge for you, but it's not a requirement at all. But you must know how to speak and write in English. For the experience, having customer service experience is an edge for you, it's an advantage for you, but it's not a requirement. I was also able to work with colleagues who were fresh graduates, who did not even have an experience at all. Having customer service experience is an edge, but it's not a requirement. Next is physical requirements. It doesn't have any height requirements at all. It's unlike the flight attendants that you need to have a reach test, but as a ground staff, there's no certain height requirement or reach test. What you must have is you must know how to survive walking, because the airport is really big. Most of your shift you're walking, and then the next one you must be physically fit. In our job, sometimes you need to stand for a couple of hours. You must know how to lift heavy weights. For us F&B attendants, we clear some plates, we serve drinks, we serve food, and it's really heavy, guys, especially if we're having clearance. That's why before, when I was an F&B attendant in that airline, it was really hard for me. I have back pain, every pain of my body experienced it. That was also one of the reasons why I went to the gym, because when my body is physically fit, already can lift heavy weights, did not experience body pain at all during my shift. But when I stopped going to the gym, when I stopped lifting weights, that was when the time that I also had a hard time with my job. I don't know, it all depends on you, but you must be physically fit. That's all I can say. And of course, you must observe proper grooming and proper hygiene. It's a must. You're the one who would represent the company. You're the one who would face the customer. So you must look presentable. You must know how to groom your face. You must know how to do the proper grooming, the standard makeup, the standard hair, everything. It's all part in the training, and you will also be informed. You will also be trained how to achieve the certain makeup look that they have. Third question, what are the key skills required for a ground attendant? The first skill is communication skills, of course, because you will be dealing with passengers, with your colleagues who are from different places, who come from different countries, who have different experiences in life, who speak different languages. Of course, you need to communicate through English. That's why I told you, you must know how to speak and write in English, because that's the language, that's the universal language that we use. And of course, you have to talk to the passenger in order for you to help them with their concerns, assist them, give service, and you will be able to provide the best service to your customers if you know how to communicate. It's really essential if you're interacting with passengers and your colleagues. Next one is the customer service. Strong customer-centric attitude is really vital to this role because it involves interaction with your colleagues, with your customers. So you need to really give your best. You need to really please your customers. You need to give the best service, guys, kasi if you are working in this airline, oh my gosh, just one complaint, sometimes it would escalate. They have the power, they have the right to escalate things, even it's just a small thing. The next is problem solving. Of course, you need to know how to solve problems if ever the customers are facing one. If they have concerns, if they want your attention, if they want to do something. When it comes to service, you need to know how to solve everything, guys. Especially if that customer is kinda like demanding. You need to really give your best when it comes to solving problems, but because as what I've said, they can escalate things. So you need to be careful. You need to know how to handle customers' complaint. Next is attention to details. You need to ensure that every procedure and safety guidelines are being followed. Lastly is teamwork. No man is an island in this job. You need to really know how to work in a team, even though you have conflict with that person, even though you don't like working with that colleague of yours. You need to work professionally. You need to set aside your issues. I already encountered that problem where my colleagues are in conflict with these other colleagues, and if you're someone who's not involved but you know already the issue, sometimes it feels like awkward, but you need to act professionally. You need to act fairly. You need not to take sides because it might really affect your job or the operation of the airport. So whatever issues you have, you need to really work as a team, because no man is an island in this job. Working alone would be so hard, 10 times harder for you to survive. So you need to know how to also deal with your colleagues, because it makes your life easier, guys. If you are kind to everyone, but of course you need to also set some boundaries in order for them not to cross yours, in order for you to also protect yourself. But as long as you can, please be kind, please be at peace with everyone, so that it would really make your job way better than it should be. Trust me, I've been there. Just be kind, just extend grace to everyone, but of course, set some boundaries in order for you to protect yourself as well. The next question is there an age requirement to apply for the ground attendant position? Yes, the applicants must be at least 21 years old. You're not allowed to apply, you're not allowed to be hired 20 years old. You must be at least 21. I already experienced that one. When I was still 19 years old, I just tried because I was just curious how the hiring process would look like, and it was held here in Davao City. But when I was able to proceed to the second round, I think when the recruiter saw that I was still 19 years old, she immediately told me na, please apply after 2 years when you're already 21 years old. You're not allowed to apply below 21. So I was like, okay, at least I've tried. At least I know that they are really strict. Next question. Where can you apply for this position? You can apply online. Just search Qatar Airways careers. You will be able to see their website, and then you need to create an account and just monitor if ever they're gonna set up an appointment for you. Just check your email from time to time. And if you are in the Philippines, just check the IPAM's FB page. They might be posting as well, because sometimes they are the one who will conduct the hiring process here in the Philippines. So just check their FB page if ever they're gonna hire again here in the Philippines. Next question. What are the working hours for ground attendants? Ground attendants typically work in shift, and the operation in the airport is 24/7. It's non-stop. So expected you have morning shift, afternoon shift, and night shift. And it changes every time. Most of the time, weekly, it changes. So you don't have proper sleeping routine talaga. They just updated last February 2025. Before, it was 9 hours, 1 hour break, and 8 hours of work. But right now, they already have 9 hours of work and 1 hour break. Oh my gosh, I cannot. That's so tiring, but of course, I don't know what happened, but they changed it already. With the schedule that you have, be flexible when it comes to your sleeping routine. Me, I really have a problem when it comes to my sleep. I cannot sleep immediately. I cannot adjust my sleep easily. So up until now, my body is still adjusting. The 2 years of no proper sleep, thank God I was able to really survive that phase of my life na I got to work without any sleep at all, like 1 hour, 2 hours of sleep. I cannot. Parang, I don't know how I survived that, but I praise God kasi I'm still alive. But I can tell you guys, you need to have a supplement. You're working in this kind of job, because before I really had severe acne. It affected my skin, it affected my sleep, affected my skin and my performance with my job. If ever you're looking for some dietary supplements who would help you to have a good skin and good sleep, I can suggest you can try this Vita Bears. It's their sleep vitamins and their skin vitamins. They have lots of variants when it comes to their vitamins, but these are the two really suit to my needs. First is this sleep vitamins. It has 5-HTP. So they have L-theanine and melatonin. Of course, you know, if there's melatonin, automatically it would really help you to have a good sleep. For this vitamin, it helps you to reduce insomnia, improve sleep quality. It reduces sleep disturbances, supports stress reduction, and I take this 30 minutes before I sleep. Honestly, guys, this is really effective when it comes to making me fall asleep. As someone who doesn't easily feel sleepy, or sometimes I fight against my sleep. I really don't like sleeping. I don't know why, because it takes so much time for me to fall asleep. But by taking this supplement, it helps me to have a sleep na doesn't easily be disturbed. Because after I resign in the airport, after I resign in that company, I really had a trouble when it comes to falling asleep, and up until now my body is still coping up. By the help of this one, it really helps me to have a good quality of sleep, because my family knows this one, my close friends know that I'm a light sleeper. So sometimes after 3 to 4 hours I wake up and then it's hard for me to sleep again. But by taking this one, I can sleep straight 6 to 8 hours. I praise God for this supplement. Thank you so much, Vita Bears, for sending these products. And then the next one, it's their skin vitamin. This vitamin helps to enhance my skin's health and appearance. It has the ability to promote skin brightening. This has collagen peptides that help to enhance your skin's natural radiance. This vitamin as well is formulated to help prevent the formulation of wrinkles. I take this every morning after I wake up, 30 minutes before my breakfast with an empty stomach. If ever you're looking for a vitamin that would help you to have a good skin and good quality of sleep, I highly recommend this brand, guys. And they have lots of variants of vitamins. And these are gummies. So when you take this one, it's like a pleasure on your part as well, because it's sweet. These vitamins taste so good. If you're interested with these products, I'm gonna put the link in the description box for you to avail these vitamins. Okay, let's proceed to the next question. Are there any specific grooming or dress code requirements? Yes, Qatar Airways is really strict when it comes to their image, when it comes to their grooming, when it comes to the uniform of their staff. Even us ground attendants, they are so strict about it because they always maintain high standard of grooming. But of course, the company will be the one who will provide the uniform for you guys, and every 18 months they will change your some of your uniform, especially your denim jacket, your jacket, trouser, your skirt, everything. But for the shoes, they're gonna change it after 6 months, and other parts of the uniform. You need to really follow the grooming standard because they will check it from time to time. You need to look neat and professional. During training, they will require you to only wear white inner, black coat, black skirt, or black trouser, and black shoes as well. No other color. When it comes to your bag, it must be black as well. So only black and white during the training. Even us ground attendant, we are only required to wear those colors. Other than that, you're not allowed. Next question, what are the physical requirements for a ground attendant position? Ground attendants must be able to stand for long hours. Physical stamina and the ability to perform physically demanding tasks are important. Next question, what kind of training does Qatar Airways provide for ground attendants? Qatar Airways provides comprehensive trainings for new hires. Usually, it would take 1 month. It includes airport operations, customer procedures, safety protocols, emergency procedures. This training ensures that you are well prepared for the responsibilities of the role. Another question, what are the benefits offered to ground attendants? They offer salary, of course, and when it comes to insurance, as ground attendants, we only have death insurance. Of course, no one would want that, but based on what I remember, in our system, we have 200,000 Qatari riyals for death insurance. Based on what I remember, I don't know if they changed already now or not, but yeah, just to give you at least an estimate. For those male ground attendant, they have accommodation allowance that costs 1,500 Qatar riyals if they move out. But if they stayed in Qatar Airways accommodation, of course, they will not receive anything at all. For us women, we don't have accommodation allowance. It's because we're not allowed to move out. We're just only allowed if we are with our family, like mother, father, and if ever we're already married. If you're single and you have no one in that country, then you're not allowed to move out. Every year, you will receive annual ticket. It's round trip, and then you can use it anywhere. And you also have discounted tickets. You can avail anytime as long as you have days off or you applied for leave. Then you can travel anywhere, guys. It's discounted. You have 50% discount, 90% discount, and you can try other airlines other than Qatar Airways as long as it's part of the One World Alliance. That's the best part. You get to travel around the world anywhere as long as you have the money and you have the leave. You can also apply buddy pass for your family, especially your parents, your siblings, and your friends as well. They can apply. And of course, they also provide trainings to improve your skills and your career. How do I prepare for the interview? The basic things that you must do before the interview is, of course, research about the company and the position that you are applying for. That's one of the most important things that you must know, aside from your experiences, aside from your personal background. Or you must know the position that you want to apply. You must know the core values, the mission, the vision of the company. At least have the basic ideas in order for you to know how this airline works, how this company works. Because if ever they will ask you some basic questions about them, it means that you are really interested to the company and the position that you're applying for. And of course, you need to prepare common interview questions regarding customer service, your experiences, and all about working in a team. Because in this job, as what I've said, you need to know how to work with other people. And of course, you must also be ready when it comes to situational questions, because you don't know, the interviewer might ask you some situations and they will see how you're gonna respond to those situations that they will be asking you. And of course, you must know everything that you put in your curriculum vitae, every detail that you put, guys. Please be knowledgeable about it, because if there's one person who knows you so well during that interview, it must be yourself. Okay. The last question is prior experience in aviation required to apply for this position? The answer is no. You don't need to have any experiences in order for you to apply for this position, because as what I've said, I was able to work with colleagues who do not have any experience in aviation, in customer service. Most of them are fresh graduates, but still they were able to work in that airline. So you just need to believe in yourself. You just need to have some confidence, and it's really about how you're gonna respond during the interview. It's all about how you're gonna carry yourself. Just go there with confidence and be well prepared. But of course, if you have the background, it would be an edge for you. It's an advantage, but it's not a requirement. It's not a guarantee that you will be hired. As what I've said, it all depends on how you're gonna carry and introduce yourself. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you have questions and clarifications, please don't be hesitant to comment it below. I'm going to read and answer all of those. Always remember, you are beautiful in your own special way. Bye! See you guys on my next one. Mwah.